Good morning, everyone. I have new glasses. I've got 4 pairs. I'll show you some in a minute. Let me get the chat up. Good morning. Happy Mondays. Monday. I'm trying to keep the fringe down, but my hair is deciding it doesn't want to be in a fringe. See that? It doesn't do it. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, there we are. Good morning. Oh, last night, I'll wait till some of you are in before I tell you what happened last night. Skirmish. A mad skirmish happened. Edge of ASMR, good morning. A mad skirmish happened in this house last night. Edge of ASMR. Kelsey, good morning to you, lovely Kelsey. Good morning. Indy Gaudian, I hope I'm saying your name right. Please forgive me if I've not pronounced your name right. But good morning and thank you so much for coming in. Edge of ASMR, it's terrible. Terrible. Do you like my new glasses? Look, I've got many pairs. I've got 4 pairs. Look, there's another pair. I had to get, I don't know where all my glasses went, so I bought new glasses. So I've got four pairs, quite, these kind, I'll put these ones on just now. I'll put these ones on. They're ×3. I'm at ×3 now. I'm gradually going up. I remember the days I was ×1 and then I was ×2, 2.5, and now it's definitely 3. But it's only for like reading and stuff like that. See if I'm driving. Indigo, what a beautiful name. Indigo. Good morning, beautiful Indigo. Thank you for coming into the chat. Thank you for coming into the chat. Right, wait, tell you what happened last night. It was Heather, good morning, lovely Heather. Good morning. It was I'll wait a wee minute. It was a terrible shenanigan stroke skirmish stroke incident happened in this house last night. Poppy's dream came true, actually. Gigi, good morning, lovely Gigi. Good morning, Heather. Good morning, I say. Good morning, Heather. Right, listen, I'll tell you. No, Officer Bob wasn't called, but it was nearly a trip to the vet. So my son came home right from his father's. And you know that on Sundays I like to lie in bed all day watching films. So I was watching Picard, because you know how I'm a Trekkie. So I was watching Picard and everything, and my son came in. I was like, how are you and all that? And he was like, good. I says, why don't you let the dogs out? He says, aye. He says, I'll go out with them. So he went out into the garden with the dogs. The next thing, all I hear is, like that. And I sat up and looked out my window, and Poppy, was in a mingle, in a skirmish with a CAT. I was like, oh my God. Eventually the CAT got away and ran and jumped up onto the fence and away. But then Poppy's limping about this morning. Limping about. She's pulled a wee muscle. She's pulled a muscle in her leg, because we checked. At first I thought the cat's scratched tail right out her leg, isn't it? But she's not. But there she is. Poppy's dream came true. And what happened was, see how I've got the feeder up the back for the birds? The CAT likes to hide in the bushes, right? I've got a couple of bamboos in the garden, right? So the CAT was hiding in there like that, watching the birds. Poppy's went out into the garden, seen the CAT, and it was like a cat and dog, like meow, meow, like that. And eventually it bounced away. The cat bounced away, but Poppy's limping about the day like that. I've checked her wee leg. It's actually not as bad today as what it was yesterday. I was going, oh my God, I'm going to need to take her to the vet. She broke her leg, but she's not. She's putting it down now and again, but she's twisted it with the mad skirmish. Look, you would never believe it, look. You would never believe that she would do that kind of thing. But there, she done it. Her dream came true yesterday. She's always wanted to have a CAT in her mouth. The poor CAT, It was okay. I must say it was okay. It bounced away fine. She's the injured one. She's the one that's injured, like hopping about the place. So that was me. It was a terrible carry on. So you want to hear the noises. It was like that. It was like, it was, oh, I was like, what the F? I flew out of bed. Flew out of bed like that. And I was shouting, is she hurt? Is she hurt? And Pierre shouting, I don't know, I'm still checking, I'm still checking. So that's that. We need to check now under the bush when we're letting the dogs out, because hopefully the CAT doesn't come back into the garden. If it does, stick on. See if they stick on top of the wall. They're fine, but don't come into the garden, CATs. Edgeviasma, she was protecting the house from the evil CAT. That's what she was doing. She was protecting her mum. She thought this CAT is going to go in there and murder my whole family. So that's she was doing. That's what she was doing. She was protecting us. So anyway, I've not got anywhere to go today because I've got my therapy this morning. I've got my therapy, my wee lady, and she'll be dead happy with me because I've been out and about and doing stuff, and I've been feeling a lot happier. So she's going to be chuffed with me. She's going to be well pleased with me. It's going to be good not going in and not sitting crying. I know she's a wee, Jack, that's what Jack Russells do. Jack Russells go for things, small things, CATs and stuff like that. So there you are. Our dream came true yesterday, but she's an injury. She's got a wee injury now, but I've checked her wee leg. Everything seems fine. It's just she's pulled a muscle with the skirmish that had. It was like a ball, a cat and dog like that. It was just like, oh my God, the thought of it. It could have been a lot worse. It could have been really, really bad. So it could have. Yeah, so I've got my therapy, and then I'm going down to see the angel cake. I need a granny fix today. I need to smell right in this part of his neck. That's what I need to do. Edge of your smart. I feel, see, from the beginning of my therapy to just now, I feel a lot better. I've still got the am I good enough? You know what I mean? I've still got that going on. Because I've been talking to this nice fella, you see. I have talking to this nice. He seems really, really nice, so he does. He's like a mystery man because I don't know what he does or anything. Do you know what I mean? But it doesn't matter. He seems really nice, and that's the main thing. So I've been talking to him. But I'll need to meet up with him. But again, it's me thinking, am I going to be good enough? You know, I've got all that going on. Thank you, Heather. Oh, Gigi, I can't wait for a snuggle him. He's just amazing to cuddle into. He's just amazing. And he's smiling and all that now. My bloody heart's melting. See, I've got his wee picture over there, and every time I look at his wee picture, my heart's full. Oh, thank you, Edgy First Man. But it's still that kind of thing. Am I going to be all right? You know what I mean? Well, we spoke a lot yesterday, and we spoke on Saturday night. Of course, we spoke on Saturday night because I had the flavouring going. You know what I mean? I was telling him what I like to do on Saturdays and stuff. Pip, good morning, my lovely Pip. There was a skirmish out in the garden last night. It was terrible. Poppy found a CAT under the bush. I'm in my bed watching Picard, right, Star Trek, and all I hear is woof, woof, like that. And I look at it, and it's just like a ball, a cat and dog. And I was like, oh my God. And the cat managed to get away and bounced and jumped over the fence. But Poppy's limping about now. I've checked her leg. It's not broken or anything. And she is putting it down now and again, but it's sore. So she's twisted it with the mad skirmish. Yeah, Saturday night I was talking to him. And you know what I've been talking about as well? I don't even need to tell you the kind of stuff I was talking about. Because I'm going to be upfront and honest with you. I was talking quite naughty, as I do. But he seemed to like it. he's you know, he's not ran away from me yet, so I'm easing him in to the whole effect. You know what I mean? I'm a lot to cope with when you first meet me, but see, once I wean you in, it's all right. Ooh, Gigi, you need to let me know how that works out. Pip, I hope the cat doesn't come back into the garden. I said the word there. It was terrible, but what the CAT was doing is it was trying to get the birds, because I've got a feeder up the back garden. So I was trying to get the birds, but instead of getting the birds, it's got a Jack Russell. I'm not one to say his name yet, but he seems really nice. He does. He seems very nice. He's a nice guy, and he looks good as well, which is good. And he's got a bald head. There, I can tell he's that. See, do you know that I like that? I was like, oh, God, aye. Pip, did you see the wee pictures I sent you on Twitter? The Mother's Day present. So cute. She didn't. Luckily enough, she didn't. Look, there she is. Gigi, I'm the same. I've just really been talking to him for a couple of weeks now. I'm not talking to anybody else or anything like that. But he seems really nice. I'm weaning, as I say, I'm weaning, but it was not a talk, do you know what I mean, Saturday. That's what I do on a Saturday. We all know that. See, once I've had a wee flavouring or two, I'm like, oh, aye. Aye. What colour are your underwear? That's the kind of stuff I do. I don't wear any personally. Don't wear any. Commando is the thing I like to do on a Saturday. You know, just stuff like that. I couldn't come on here and lie to you, so it did happen. It did. It was a bit of naughty talk, but he's still friendly with me, so I'm all right. I think I got away with that Saturday. Oh, Gigi, thank you. Thank you. I do, but it's a thing I've got. It's a thing that I've got in my head. Am I going to be all right? You know what I mean? I know I'm a hoot. I've told him that. I says to him, look, I says, I might not be the best looking or anything like that. I says, but I'm a bloody hoot. I says, I'll give you a laugh. If it's a laugh you're after, then I'm your gal. So anyway, I send him a good morning message, and that's like at 4 in the morning when I first get up. You know what I mean? I send him a good morning message, but I'm going to need to meet him, but can't he just go on not meeting each other? So, but I'll need to meet somewhere else other than the bungalow, because remember I was like, come on down to the bungalow, come on. Lunar, good morning to you. Oh, GGC, we are good enough. It's just a mental thing that I've got. But I've came on leaps and bounds since I've been to my therapy. Look at me now, driving about the place, going places and stuff like that. I wouldn't have done that. See, like a month ago, well, a few months ago, I wouldn't have been doing anything like that. So I'm starting to feel good about myself, which is excellent. It's about time, because it's been a year of hell, really, for me. It's been a terrible, terrible year. You know, it all started last year at this time. So it's been a bad year I've had, but I'm coming out of it now. So this afternoon I'm going to get the angel cake and I'm going to smell them. Smell of babies. Yeah, Gigi, you should find a therapist. See, my therapist was prescribed to me. Is that the word for the doctor? I don't know, but she's really lovely, and I feel that it's like a wee safe place. See, when you're talking to your therapist, it's like a wee safe place that you're in. You can talk about anything. You know, and she asked me stuff like, why do you feel like that? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. No idea. But a lot of times I've been in and she's been telling me, like, see my homework, I was doing my homework and stuff like that. I don't know what that is, CBT therapy, I don't know what it is. It's just a wee therapist woman that I go in and I sit and I talk to. And she gives me my homework, you know, the look at yourself in the mirror and write stuff. But she's also sending me to a psychologist, I don't know, someday anyway, to delve in a bit deeper. See, I've got a lot of things for when I was a wee girl and going into the hospitals and, you know, your mum and dad couldn't stay with you there and I don't want the wee violins all coming out. Nee, nee, nee. But a lot of that is like, she says it's like PTSD that I've got a lot of PTSD because when I was in the hospital, for instance, and my mum and dad weren't there, it was all bad stuff that happened to me. I get needles that length up my spine and all this kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's like flashbacks, and to this day, things haunt me about all that. And then when Sophie went into hospital and we got told she was dying and I wasn't even allowed to go up and visit her. That was hell there. I thought I'm going to need to break the law here and storm the bloody hospital to get a hug of my daughter that was dying. That was bad. So I've got all these things. Oh, Gigi, thank you. I'm enjoying it. I'm taking you definitely to the seaside on Friday. We're going to the seaside, so get your bikinis and all that, your packed lunch. We're off to the seaside on Friday. We're going to look for seashells. I'm obsessed. Sophie had an eating disorder. She'd been battling an eating disorder for years and years. Celia, good morning. She's my wee hero. For years she's been battling this eating disorder, and it got so bad that she couldn't have food at all. As soon as she was putting food in, it was just coming straight back out. So she ended up like skin and bone, so she did. And then one day her dad found her like unconscious on her, or unresponsive on her bed, and we had to get an ambulance and get her through. Sophie has put up pictures of herself on Facebook, and you could see every bone in her body. You could see like her shoulder bones and her hip bones, and I mean she was dying. She was absolutely dying. So when she went into hospital, she was unresponsive for 4 days. 4 days she was unresponsive, and we get the phone call for the doctor saying to prepare for the worst. And all I wanted to do was go up and cuddle her. I just wanted to go up and hold my child, my arms. Do you know what I mean? That's all you wanted. Just wanted to go up and hold her, and get told no, you can't. And when the time is close, you can get in. We get told. I was absolutely. I look. See even knew that's it's terrible. But see, after 4 days, she sat up, and the very first thing she said was, "Where's my phone charger?" We couldn't believe it. The doctors couldn't believe it. We were all in up. We couldn't believe it. That she's just came round and that's what she's, where's the phone charger? Sky. Good morning, Sky. So she had the feeding tube and all the rest of it. And then after a month in the hospital, she went into the Priory in Glasgow. That's like a rehab. She went in there and see now she's great. She's enjoying all her food and she's an absolute, she's my wee hero. So with what she went through. And see when she was in hospital, she caught the bloody flesh-eating bug. And I knew it right away. She showed me, she took a picture of one of her wounds. And I looked at it right away and I thought, that's a flesh-eating bug right there. If I've ever seen a flesh-eating bug, that's it, right? So she said to one of the doctors, is this the flesh-eating bug? And they said, no, right, they lied because it was, later on in the Priory, I got diagnosed, it was the bloody MRSA or whatever the hell it's called, the flesh-eating bug. So they lied. Push, thank you very much. Puchawaska, thank you very much. Victoria, good morning, good morning. Sky, I'll give you your... Heather, so we're going to the seaside tomorrow, and Friday we're going to the seaside, so I'm looking forward to that. Do you know what? I might get a fish supper when I'm there, eh? I might get a wee fish supper. But we're looking for... Me and Sophie are thinking about having a business going here. We'll just collect seashells. Look what she's doing now. Look, the CAT. Look, that's what she's doing. Sky, she had a CAT in the garden. There was a fight in the garden yesterday. A fight in the garden. See, listen, see if it's a nice day. We're going in the water, Sky, definitely. We'll be in the water. I don't care if it's cold. I'll be paddling. Like that. -4 and I'm in the water. See, I'm a water baby. I love the water. I love the water. You can get fried cod or haddock, I think it is. But a wee fish supper next to the seaside's great. Rebecca, good morning to you. Beautiful Australia, wow. You'll be going into your winter now, won't you? Over there, we're going into the summer. So I'll be taking these other places. It's a horrible day today. It's raining and stuff. And as I say, I've got my therapist and then I've got my angel to see this afternoon. Because I need my granny hug. I need a hug. He's a wee darling, so he is. Oh, a wee bit of tartar sauce. See, that's fancy. Oh, aye. See, I like salt and vinegar. I like lots of vinegar. Lots of vinegar. Yeah, see, that's what it's like in Australia. It's barbecues and stuff like that at Christmas time. It's funny, but they must think it's funny, us having coldness during Christmas. I don't know. Yeah, I like vinegar. I love vinegar. Love vinegar. But I had to clean. I showed you. I done all my car because my car was smelling of pickled onions. So I went out and scrubbed out the inside and outside of my car. Autumn. These are in autumn now. Oh, my puppy. It was a wee fella up during the night. Yeah, our broth. Jenny, we might actually go up to our broth as well one day. They do fish called smokies, don't they? Our broth smokies, they're famous. See, that's what my wee fella's going to be like, once he's older, he'll be able to Skype his granny. Skype his granny going to bring me some sweeties down. I'll be like, aye, son, no bother. Amanda will be saying, Mum, don't get sweeties for him. And I'll be like, it's a wee sweetie for you. It's a wee, don't tell your mum there's a wee sweetie. Lunar, thank you so much for coming in and I hope you have a wonderful day today. Amanda stays, 20 minutes away. Sophie stays 10 minutes away, so not too far away. But I'll be getting Sophie. I've sent her a wee message, so I'll probably get Sophie, and me and Sophie will go up to see Amanda and and the baby. Because we all like to be running about and kissing them from all angles. He's going to get kissed. You see, when he's older, he's going to be fed up with that, all the kissing that he's going to be getting. But he'll just need to deal with it, because that's what happens. That's what we do. Yes, Sky. Lots and lots of vinegar on my chips and lots of salt. I know it's bad for me. Lots of salt, lots of vinegar. Yum. And dripping. Like that. Sometimes some mayonnaise. Or tomato sauce, depending. Pip. I bet you were like, good boy, that's it, get that fart out. Better out than in, as they say. Oh yeah, I love, oh aye, salt and vinegar. Wee bit of tartar sauce as well is nice. Sky, do you not do that in La France? See, we do that in Scotland. Like, where's the salt and vinegar? See, even in America, I was saying that on Saturday. In America, I was like, where's the vinegar? There's no vinegar on the tables. Oh, aye, big chippy chips. We used to wrap our fish and chips in newspaper. Remember the days? Newspaper, people's newspaper that they had been reading. We used to take newspapers to the chip shop and give them to the guy, and he would give us a free bag of chips. Oh, do you know, I've known a chippy for years. I've known a chippy, so it would be great to, when we go to Silver Sands, to get a nice fish supper. Do you know, I might not even get a fish supper. I might get a black pudding supper or something like that. I love black pudding too. Ooh. Or a hamburger supper. Oh, aye. I'm bloody starving now. I've no done eat. I'm starving. I'll need make myself some toast now and pretend it's a chippy. Pretend it's a chippy. People, we used to have that. We used to have a wee van that used to come round. This was back in the 90s. We had a wee chip van that used to come round. And I used to get chips with gravy. Oh, aye. It was lovely. Yeah, it's like £8 now for a fish supper. £8, £7, £8 for a fish supper now. Gigi, I'm bloody starving. I'm starving now. Oh, see, my daughter likes the chip, cheese and gravy. I think it's called poutine, or something like that. It's a Canadian dish. I've never tried it. I don't know if I fancy like cheese. I just like gravy, lots of gravy. Ah, Heather, that's cute. Oh God, I love poutine. Poutine. I've never tried it, but my daughter says it's really good. She enjoys it. But I love, see, gravy. I love gravy, but not the gravy that they do in America in the morning. They do a thing called biscuits and gravy, right? And do you know what it is? It's a scone. We call them scones. It's like a scone, and then it's like this creamy sauce on top of it, like cream colour. That's no gravy to gravy to us is brown, like brown gravy. That's gravy. So I don't know what that is. And the biscuits just a scone. I used to cut open the biscuits and put some butter and some jam on it and sit with it in the morning. That's the way we do it. A southern. So is it just like in Florida and stuff like that they've got the biscuits and the gravy then? Gold Dust, good morning. Oh, Gold Dust, it was terrible. Poppy is lucky to be alive. Yesterday, when my son came home, he let the doggies out, right? I'm in my bed watching Picard, Jean-Luc. Right, I'm watching Star Trek in my bed, and the next thing I just hear like that, and I sat up just to see. It was like a ball of CAT and Poppy like that on the grass like that, and then the thing got away and bounced over and jumped over the fence like that, and Poppy's limping about. She's pulled a muscle in her bloody leg. She had a CAT in her mouth nearly. Biscuits and gravy is flour, sausage, milk. Ooh. Ah. Gold Dust, it was terrible. I just about took a heart attack. I was like, oh my God, we're going to go to the vet. She has she has been waiting for that moment all her life. She's been waiting to get a CAT, and last night she got one. Last night she got a CAT. It was terrible. The CAT was fine, by the way, but Poppy's the injured soldier. Oh, Gigi, I love the Florida food. Do you know what I tried that I thought, that I thought was weird? They had macaroni cheese with shrimp, right? And I've never thought of that. I've never thought macaroni cheese and shrimp is going to be good together, right? So I was like, macaroni cheese and shrimp. I love shrimp and I love macaroni cheese, so I thought it was delicious. I was like, I was like that with macaroni cheese and shrimp. Oh, and they make something. Oh God, I wish I would have tried one. Right, this was in Port Orleans, French Quarter, Sky and French Quarter, and it's like Mardi Gras and all this kind of stuff, right? And they sell these kind of pastry things that's got powdered sugar all over the top of it, like that. And people were buying. I wish I would have bought one now. It looked beautiful. Yeah, we like thick fries. Saying that, I love a McDonald's fry, I must admit. Yes, I went to Good yesterday. Go to see the last 15 minutes. I was watching it in my bed. The last 15 minutes, I was like, oh God, I couldn't watch because they were doing it our goal the whole time, and I was like, oh my God, referee, blow the bloody whistle, blow the whistle. Yes, my team won yesterday. My team won the boys. Yes, Heather, that's it. Big nets. I'm going to have to look that up because you need to see these things. These things look absolutely amazing. I wish I would have got one. I wish I would have got one now, but I was too full to the brim with my shrimp and macaroni and cheese. See, the Disney hotels, they kind of theme the food to go with the hotel theme. So the Port Orleans Riverside is the one that I like. That's like the bayou. It's like the old, yeah, there it's there. That's exactly it. It's a kind of fritter. There you go. Wait, you see these? Oh my God. Wait, you see these things? Look at them. Oh my God. Beautiful looking. So everybody was getting them. I wish I would have got one now. I bet you would love it. See, I love pastries. I'm a carbs. I love Danish pastries. I love like Sky. I love the French baguettes and the croissants and all that kind of stuff. So I'd have loved them. There's my Heather and Marshall. How's the babies, Heather and Marshall? How's the babies? How's the wee baby kittens? Oh my God. See the wee one that you've just got, Serendipity, has got the most beautiful wee face. I love her wee face. She's so cute. Let's go to Disneyland. Let's go. I've never been to the Disneyland in California. I have been to Disneyland Paris, and of course I've been to Florida 5 times. But I love the old bayou, the Port Orleans Riverside, and it feels as if you're in the bayou, and they've got wee like ponds. Then they've got bits of wood that look like alligators and stuff like that. It's just themed great, and you've got hidden Mickeys all over the place. I love that. They pulled the curtains down. Good. What pastry do we like? I don't know what pastry we would like, but we do like scones. But that's one of our things. We've got loads of different scones, and you've got like scones with raisins and cherry and all that kind of stuff. Oh, my beautiful Heather. Oh dear. Have you got a hangover? You hangover today? Oh, Heather. At least you've got the wee babas there. They'll cheer you up. They'll cheer you up. Nothing. I know. See, when I see they put me videos and stuff, and they're up to all sorts. These wee kittens, they're full of beans, full of beans. Algarve in Portugal. Um, I've been like Spain. I've been to Santa Ponta. That's lovely. But I love Croatia. I love Croatia. Croatia's beautiful. The only thing is, there is a lot of like walking in hills and stuff like that, especially Dubrovnik where I went the last time. But the water is crystal clear. I was in it, mind. I was there myself, and I was in it swimming. I said, I'll need to go back one day, and I'll need to save up my pennies and go back one day, because I do love it. Yes, it's quite warm, but when I went in May, and it rained almost every single day. So it's warmer than Scotland. It's warmer than Scotland, that's for sure. But it's lovely. It's beautiful. It's a lovely place. I love Croatia. Yeah, I'm sorry about your job as well. You will find something better because you're very talented and amazing. I've never been to Portugal. My girls have been to Portugal. I've never been there. Um, to say I've been to Spain. I've been through Italy as well. Very expensive. Very expensive. Here, imagine us that woman wasn't happy when she on Friday, because me and Sophie were saying our merchandise was very expensive. Oh, the men are handsome in Portugal. Do you know what that reminds me? It's a true story, right? And you'll be able to find this online, right? And it's a comedian in the UK, right? And his name is Julian Clary. Pip, you know Julian Clary? And he's a gay man, right? And he had a partner years ago. He had a partner, and the two of them were in love and all the rest of it. And they used to go to Portugal. Portugal was their most favourite place to go, right? And sadly, he passed away. His partner passed away. So Julian Clary says that he took his partner's ashes to their favourite part of Portugal, this beautiful beach. And he says that he had the ashes. He says, and they had candles all lit. He says, and it was like a moment was happening and stuff like that. He says, and he heard this kind of rustling, and when he turned round, there was a Portuguese man doing stuff to himself in the bushes. And he says, my partner would have quite liked that. It was just the way he said it, was dead funny. But yeah, Julian Clary. But he's got another partner now. But that was his thing. He was trying to have a wee moment there, and there was some guy in the bushes like whacking it out. That's the kind of stuff that happens to me no matter where I go. You know, stuff like that happens to me all the time. But he talks about that openly. It was on Jonathan Ross when he was talking about that. But I was laughing my head off. Aye. Julian Clary was trying to have a romantic moment there and saying goodbye to his loved one, and there was a guy in the bushes doing it. Why are they always in the bushes? That's dangerous, isn't it? See, you think it is dangerous. You're going to get thorns and stuff like that in places. So I don't know what he done afterwards, but he says, well, my partner would have quite liked that, but poor Julian Clary, he was going through a bad time at that particular time. I remember that. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to go and make myself some toast after all this talking about chippies and stuff, and I'm starving. So I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be taking you anywhere tomorrow or not. We'll see how the weather is, and we'll see what happens, right? We might be out and about tomorrow. But I hope you have a lovely Monday, and I want to thank you all for coming in. And I'm going to give you all a big kiss now, and have a lovely day. Bye, everyone.